Hey YouTube, this is my dog training tip of the day for today. It's how to get rid of a lure when using food. A lot of trainers and new trainers will use food to get a behavior, but as soon as you don't have any food, the dog doesn't do anything for you. You ask for sit with a hand signal and the dog looks at you like you're crazy. So I'm going to show you how you can move on. And the most important part about training with using food is the criteria always has to rise. If you ever get stuck on one same level of behavior, you can get trapped there. So a lot of people get trapped with the food lure. And right off the bat, I want to tell you, after 3 trials with food, you have to get rid of that lure. So you're not using the food anymore to get the behavior, but a hand signal. If you keep your food in your hand too long teaching a behavior, you'll always have that piece of food stuck there in your hand. And who wants to carry around a piece of food in their hand? It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'll show you with Splash what I'm going to do. And I'm using an enormous treat so that you can see it on the camera. But a normal size treat that I would use with my dogs would be, this is about the normal size piece of treat I'd use for Kiko. Okay, get it. And this is about the normal size I'd use for Splash, or even smaller. I'm going to show you how you can get rid of the treat lure, and at the same time I'm going to be showing you how to teach a behavior spin. So firstly, I'm going to do it in 3 trials. In 3 trials I'm going to get rid of this piece of food in my hand. So here goes. The dog's following the treat. I click for the circle and I feed from the other hand. Here's the treat. I'm going to pull her in a circle, click, and then feed her from the other hand. You can actually feed her with the other hand or this hand. It doesn't really matter. It's more clear if you feed from the hand that you're not luring with, but it's hard if you have a clicker. So anyway, that was trial number 2. Now trial number 3, I'm going to pretend to have the treat in my hand, and now I'm going to do it again. Pull the dog in a circle, click, surprise, there's no treat, but you still get 1,000,000. Wow! So let's do that again. So here's the treat. I'm going to pretend to have it in my hand. Lure her in a circle, click, show her there's no treat, and present the food from the other hand. She wants the big one. She can have it this time. Yummy! The next step could be you show the dog there's no treat in your hand, and assume the position that you have a treat, lure them in a circle, click, and then feed again. The next step is fading your hand cue. To do that, you can simply click the dog for half of a turn and give them a treat, and then wait them out. If your dog doesn't turn, you can go back a step and do an extreme gesture. You can get to the point where just a flick of the hand can mean a turn. Good girl. Quick tips when using a lure. 1. Get rid of the lure as soon as you can. The goal is within 3 trials. 2. If you don't have a clicker, use a very short word like yes or yep. 3. Always make it harder and harder. Don't get stuck at the same level of criteria. 4. If you go too far too quickly, you can always go back a step. 5. If your dog is not following the lure, get a smellier lure. Real meat. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more free training videos on how to teach really cool tricks and awesome behaviors.